and number 81, Eli Baker. And for your Quitman Bulldogs, number 6, Trevor Locke, number 15, Trevor Hensley, and number 52, Chris Dorado.
Let's go down one way or another.
Roster for the visiting Atkins Red Devils. Number 5, Landon Phillips. Number 6, Drake Reinhardt. Number 7, Braden Brothers. Number 8, Jaden Martin. Number 15, Jackson Phillips. Number 21, Braden Jones. Number 23, Sebastian Bartlett. Number 25, Hayden Duval. Number 28, Dawson Killer. Number 51, Sean Martinez. Number 55, Isaac Duval. Number 58, Austin McCurry. Number 60, J.J. Cunningham. Number 62, Carter Cheek. Number 63, Luke Bull. Number 65, Landon Seaton. Number 70, Connor Norman. Number 71, Logan Leafsay. Number 77, Colin Brown. Number 80, Lucas Sims. Number 81, Eli Baker. And number 88, Logan.
All right, Red
Luzak.
Devil fans, we are in Quitman, Arkansas tonight for conference action between your Atkins Red Devils and the Quitman Bulldogs. And I am Shane Martin, man, that calls all your Red Devil action. And my broadcast partner here with me tonight is Scott Warren. Scott, first time I think the Red Devils have played Quitman. I think we played in a practice game or, one of those scrimmages before the year, but we've never had them in the season.
And now we have them as a conference opponent.
Okay, first of all, Red Devil fans, we're going to set the setting that we're dealing with here. Their PA speaker is right here beside us. We are on top of the press box. We are going to get drowned out at times, but if you're watching on the live stream, you're probably still going to hear what's happening through either us or the PA announcer.
We're going to be talking, they're going to be talking. It may be chaos at times, but we'll do the best we can.
So we just want to go ahead and forewarn you, we don't get to pick our conditions when we go on the road. We have to, whatever they say, hey, here's your accommodations, we have to go with, and you have to make the best of it. And we will. So, I mean, we've been jamming out up here tonight.
And then we're about to jam out again. Lights are flashing, music's blaring. I don't know where I am, Shane.
Well, Scott, let's go ahead and talk about our Red Devils. Last week, I'm sorry, fans, you may think Metallica's here right now live in concert. Newport, they were everything that we thought they'd be.
Yeah, they were just as advertised. They were very fast, they were very physical, and got to the Red Devils on some big plays at times. They were able to score points in bunches, and they got.
Let's welcome the player on the 2022 Quitman Bulldogs.
Scott, we did. We talked about it. We saw our sophomore quarterback, Jaden Martin, probably the best passing we've seen him do all year in that game. And so that's some bright spots that Coach Porter was really excited about. And like you said, Red Devils didn't have any letdown second half, came out, played hard, got a touchdown on the board, and picked up some momentum. Hopefully that will carry us into this week.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we talked about the week before, is just trying to put some things together in the second half that you can carry into the following
Kicking
week.
off
I
for
think
your
the Red
Quitman
Devils did that
Bulldogs,
last
number
week, and
14,
I'm anxious to
Madison
see how we start tonight against a team like Quitman.
Quitman is 4-2 in the conference and 2-1 overall. They just come off of a big win over Yellville. They handled Yellville easily. They've already tackled Newport, and that was a close game for a while, but Newport pulled away at the end. But Red Devil fans, if you're watching this on the live stream or what, you're going to see a dynamic quarterback here tonight.
Yeah, Nasir Donahue is a really good quarterback. He's a track star, and I would imagine we're going to see him run the ball quite a bit tonight.
Well, the Bulldogs kicked off, and
personally fielded by number 6, Drake Reinhardt.
And Reinhardt, our deep man, thought it was eventually going to bounce out of bounds, and it never did. And he picked it up at the last second, and he got nailed back on the 4-yard line. So backs against the wall already.
Yeah, and it's
well, it was a start at their own 4-yard line.
Shaped ball. It takes odd bounces, and Drake thought it was going to go out of bounds. It rolled back in bounds, and he was forced to try to pick it up and do something with it. And by that time, Quitman was already down on coverage and able to get him inside the 5-yard line.
So the Red Devils will have 1st and 10. It will be shotgun formation as always. Jaden Martin is your quarterback. Empty backfield. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper by Martin. Martin getting around the right side. Martin's going to get maybe out past the 5-yard line, but we've got a flag. And holding against
number 10, Braden Haynes,
the Red Devils.
Bulldogs.
Braden Haynes was on the stop for the Yellow Jackets. And the penalty is going to be declined by the Yellow Jackets.
Really no gain on the play, so it would have moved them back half the distance to the goal. They would have gotten 2-yard benefit from that, but it would have remained 1st down. This way, no gain on the play, 2nd down, and Quitman elected to just take the down instead of the penalty yardage.
All right, we are staying empty backfield again. Jaden Martin has trips to the left. And he is standing in his end zone, about 2 yards in his end zone. And he tried to hard count, but nobody moved. But Martin takes the snap, and boy,
quarterback keeper.
He's not going to get anything. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Red Devils.
Met there by 32. Logan Love just drove him back. I don't know that he got back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a discussion here with the officials.
Another penalty.
The penalty is declined. Going up 3rd down.
Come out.
2 plays, 2 penalties, 2 declines.
I don't think I've ever seen that before to start a game.
I don't either. So it is 3rd. It should be 3rd and 10. Martin is going to be in shotgun, and this time it looks like Hayden Duval is lined up in the backfield with him. Coach Porter's wants a timeout to see what's going on. With that, we'll take a break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle, back in 30. Devil fans, back here at Quitman, Arkansas, Centennial Bank Field, and it is a beautiful field here. And it will be 3rd and 10 now for the Red Devils. Jaden Martin looking to the sideline for the play. Hayden Duval's in the backfield. We've got trips to the left. And now Duval switches over. And Martin is rolling. Rolling's got pressure coming. Now Martin's got a little bit of a lane, and Martin gets out to about the 12-yard line.
Martin rolls out. He's being tackled by number 34 and 52 of the Bulldogs. That'll be Kyler Light and Chris Dorado.
That by a couple of yards.
But Scott, right there is one of the most decisive plays I've seen Martin do. He didn't hesitate, didn't say anything, and he took off. Now the Red Devils will drop back in punt formation. And Martin's kick. It's kicking it away from Donahue. And Red
Jake
Devils
Martin
will
takes
down
the roll
it
dead at the Red Devil 30
on their own
First down for the
33-yard
Bulldogs.
line.
Let's hear from that Quitman Bulldog defense. Tonight's game sponsor is Eric and Carol Johnson.
So it'll be
Evan
first and
Johnson's
10
mom and dad.
for the Bulldogs on the Red Devil
We appreciate
33-yard
all
line.
Eric and Carol.
And we
the
told you
family
about
do
him
for
real
our
quick in
Quitman
the
program.
pregame. Number 5, Nasir Donahue is your quarterback, and it's going to be a handoff and coming around the right end. And the Red Devil defense does a good job stringing it out until the pursuit can come bring him down.
Tackled by number 55.
But that is Peyton Edwards on the
Isaac
carry.
Duvall and Carter Cheek also on the tackle. Going to gain 2 yards.
Was the one who
Second down and 8.
had good contain on this side, and Isaac Duvall and several other Red Devils were able to come in and make the tackle.
Now Donahue's dropping straight back. He fires, and he goes deep, and he has a man, but overshoots his man. That is Bryson Thacker.
Is incomplete. Intended for number 8, Bryson
And
Thacker.
Jaden Martin was covering
They'll
him.
bring up third down and 8 for your Bulldogs.
But going back to that first play, Scott, Phillips did a really good job. He strung it out,
Jaden
and that
Martin on
let
the
Carter
coverage
Cheek and
for the
Isaac
Red
Duvall
Devils.
and them come in.
Right, and that's your job. When you're out there on the edge, you try to keep them from getting that edge, getting to the sideline, trying to turn that back in so that your guys can come and make a play.
So here's third down and 8 for the Bulldogs, and it's going to be a handoff, and they're going to have the first down and more as they get inside the 5-yard
Right
line.
side. He's being knocked out of bounds by number 55, Isaac Duvall, but that's good enough for a Quitman
Trevor
Bulldog.
Hensley on the carry.
First down. They're going to spot him.
Isaac
Just
Duvall,
about the
along with
4-yard
Dawson
line.
Killer, and
Nope, they'll mark it at the 5.
Logan
First down and 5,
Bozak on the
Bulldogs.
stop. First and goal on the 5. Donahue takes it. He's going to be a quarterback keeper, and he's going to waltz into the end zone. Touchdown,
And the quarterback, number
Bulldogs.
5, Nasir Donahue on the touchdown for the Bulldogs.
All right, these, they're really, I'm going to be disoriented up here tonight before it's over. I may fall off the top.
Not for the faint of heart.
That's lights flashing. Never experienced this before. Here comes the extra point by Madison Harnick. And the kick is good.
The kick is up. Kick is
So
good.
it is 7-0
Your score,
Bulldogs
Pedal
over the
Five,
Red
let's go.
Devils.
The first
We'll
quarter.
take a 30-second
Quitman
break and be
Bulldogs
back
7,
here. You're listening to
Red
Red Devil
Devils
Football
0.
on 99.3
Let's hear from
The
that Quitman
Eagle.
Bulldog offense.
3, the Eagle. Right here, as it is 8 minutes exactly left here in the first quarter. It is 14-0. We've seen Nasir Donahue with 2 touchdown runs.
And we mentioned that at the beginning of the broadcast, Shane. That's he's a quarterback with great speed, and he's able to read the defense well. He just takes what the defense gives him, and tonight that's been 2 pretty easy runs, one from about 5 yards out and then one from 17 yards out. And that puts the score right now 14-0 Quitman.
All right, here's the kick, and this time it's going to be taken by Reinhardt. Red Devils already have good field position on this return as they get close to the 40, about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, much better field position to start this drive than the previous 2 drives.
Bryson Thacker.
So first and 10 for the Red Devils on their own 38.
Red Devil 38-yard line.
Shane, we've seen the Red Devils in a hole like this early on in a few games already this year, and that wears on you a little bit as a team. And Coach Porter had his guys over on the sideline just now before they broke the huddle and came to the line of scrimmage, and you got to think he's probably just telling them, let's not get our heads down, let's keep fighting.
Jaden Martin,
so here's
quarterback keeper.
Jaden Martin on the quarterback keeper. Once again, positive run. You can see the side judge over there. We're going to have about 3 right there.
Tackle for the Bulldogs.
It's going to make it 2nd and 7.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
$14-0 Bulldogs here in Quitman, Arkansas. First time regular season matchup for the Red Devils and the Bulldogs. Martin takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fires out to the right side, and it was just dropped.
Quick pass, ball's incomplete. Intended for number 25.
Intended for Hayden Duval, and Martin hit him right there.
Mile on the coverage for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and Hayden knows that he just flat dropped that one. First thing he did was put his hands up over his head, and nobody feels worse about that than Hayden Duval right now.
So it will be 3rd and 7. Martin dropping straight back. Looking. Here comes pressure. Martin's going to take off running now. Martin's got daylight. Martin's got the first down across midfield. Good run by Jaden Martin.
Scrambles over the right side. He's
going
to get into Bulldog territory. He's finally going to be brought down at the Bulldog 45-yard line. That's first down for the Red Devils.
And made the decision to run.
Trevor Hensley on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
So Jaden Martin, as we have seen this year in games now, early in the year he didn't know, he would hesitate and stuff. He saw everything break down, it broke down right there. He took off.
Yeah, this deep in the season, it's still first-year high school ball, but he's seen a lot of it so far, and so things start to slow down a little bit for a quarterback at this point, and you got to think he's seeing the field a little bit better and able to make these decisions a little quicker.
And here's the snap. Martin on the quarterback keeper again. Martin is still going, and Martin gets down to about the 37-yard line. So Jaden Martin's like, all right, Quitman, you got your quarterback. Let me show you what I can do.
And that was a good, tough run by Jaden. Just followed his blockers there on the left side.
Flores on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Tackles to pick up extra yardage, and that puts the Red Devils in a very manageable 2nd down situation. So good gain on
7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
Red Devils will face 2nd and 3 now.
Ball spotted at the Bulldog 38-yard line.
The Bulldog 38-yard line. Martin. Duval in the backfield with him. And it's going to be a handoff. Duval is going to get.
Handoff number 25. Here's
trying to see if they're going to be generous. Looks like they may give him a yard right here.
Trevor Hensley
makes the stop.
And Kyle Hingling on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
And it is 3rd and 2. And
3rd down.
Scott, we've seen this all the time in the first half. It's a big 3rd down.
It is a big third down.
All right, fans, let's get behind that Bulldog
And
defense.
the Red Devils have moved the ball on this drive, and we saw this a little bit last week. But
All right,
now's the
that
time
gets
when
behind
you
that
gotta keep
Bulldog
this drive
defense.
going and see if you can cash in with some points.
5:45 left here. Clock running in the first quarter. Martin looks over everything. And now Coach Porter's a little bit upset. He wants to take a timeout. So with that, we'll take a break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle, back in 30.
People have brought this beautiful stadium together for us.
All right, Red Devil fans, we are back here at Centennial Bank Field in Quitman, Arkansas. It's homecoming for the Bulldogs. And the Red Devils have a really good drive going right here. They had, little mess-ups on the first two with the kickoff returns, but, good return on the last one, good drive going right here. 3rd down and 2. And Martin's dropping straight back this time, and he dumps it off. He's got Duval. Duval's got the first. Duval's got more. Duval gets all the way down inside the 20. Great play there.
Yeah, great play call. Executed really well. Jaden had a little time to throw, set up the screen. Quitman crowded the line prior to the snap, and so that was the perfect play call in that situation. Got Hayden behind the defense, and he was able to pick up the 1st down and get inside the 20.
Donahue runs him out of bounds over there. So Red Devils now 1st and 10 on the 18-yard line. Empty backfield for Jaden Martin. Takes a snap. Martin to the left. Martin fires, and it is intercepted. And Scott, he's going to take this one to the house.
That's number 8.
Touchdown.
90 yards right there.
Jaden rolling to his left and trying to throw to a receiver out there. Just put the ball a little behind the receiver. And number 8, Bryson Thacker, was in the right place at the right time for Quitman. And once he got the ball, he knew exactly what to do. He had nothing but green grass in front of him. He went 90 yards.
Beautiful interception by Trevor Locke. He returns the ball 92 yards for a Bulldog.
I don't want to sound. We don't want to sound
like a
broken
number 14,
record,
Madison
but those
Harding.
plays pop up on us in the first half. They seem to every game. When we look like we're fixing to cross that threshold, and you hate that for these kids.
Absolutely.
Harding's kick is up.
And the extra point is good, so our score is now 21-0. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back on 99.3 The Eagle. All right, Red Devil fans, we're back here at Quitman, Arkansas, as Bulldogs have got on the board again here in the first quarter. I mean, we were just talking about it during the timeout. It was a great drive, and we've seen those plays just this whole season in the first half just pop up and bite us when we think that we're fixing to take that step. And you just got to feel bad for our kids.
Yeah, you feel terrible. These guys need a break, and that would have been a great break to be able to put the ball in the end zone.
Well, this time Drake Reinhardt, he took the risk right there. He watched it, and this one bounced out of bounds, so the Red Devils are going to get good field position.
Yeah, start this drive at their own 35. So we started the first two well inside the 20. The first one was inside the 5.
Yeah.
So this will be a little bit better field position, and the Red Devils moved the ball well on that last drive.
It is a penalty
Got
by
shake
rule.
off
The
the
ball was spotted
interception,
at the Red
touchdown
Devil
return on
35-yard
that.
line.
And now just try to put together another drive and get some points on the board.
So empty backfield now for Jaden Martin. He has trips to the left. Sims is split out to the right. Martin, quarterback keeper, going up the middle. Good run, good positive yards by Jaden Martin.
Number 10.
Good job by the Red Devil offensive line to open up that hole up the middle. And that was a quarterback run all the way.
Braden Haynes makes the stop for the
Gain of
Bulldogs.
7 to bring up second down and 3.
Gain of 7, second and 3 now for the Red Devils on their own 42-yard line. We're under 5 minutes left here in the first. It is 21-0 Bulldogs over the Red Devils.
And I don't know if you can hear it on the broadcast, but the wind has picked up quite a bit up here.
Here's the handoff. Duval keeps those legs churning. He should get forward progress.
Yeah.
Yes, and side judge here very adamantly said, let's go.
He needed the 45, and
like on
official on our side gave him the 46.
So that's good enough for a first down for the Atkins Red Devils.
So first and 10 Red Devils now on their own 46-yard line. Martin is looking to Coach Bobo for his signal. Has it. He has trips to the right. Reinhardt is split out to the left. Hayden Duval in the backfield with him. Here's the snap. Martin, quarterback keeper all the way. And he's going to get a yard. See the side judge take that yard step. So
Logan Love,
second and 9.
Bulldogs.
Scott, for, as far as temperature,
yard.
football, this is a great football night.
Yeah.
It is. We're on top of the press box like we told you, and it's very comfortable, very nice. I mean, we may suffer from seizures from the light show up here tonight, but, it'll be all right.
It's a good night for football. We're not sweltering, we're not freezing.
No.
Can't ask for more than that.
We are disoriented.
At times we are.
It is second and 9 now for the Red Devils. Oh, he's got him this time. Nope, no flag. Coach Porter is just furious. And that is complete.
Pass was caught by number 8.
Lucas Sims, great catch on the dive right there. Coach Porter came running down to that side judge going, you got to be kidding.
He has every right to be infuriated by that because the guy right over the ball was
moving to Bulldog territory. They'll start the ball
almost
at
on
the
top of our
Bulldog
center.
46-yard line.
It's not a situation where he has to make contact. If he crosses that ball, it is a penalty, and the officials let that go.
So, third and 2 now. Another very manageable third down for the Red Devils.
Yeah, great catch on that last play by Lucas Sims. He laid out to make that catch and give the Red Devils a manageable third down situation.
Martin, quarterback keeper all the way. Martin plows ahead.
Jake Martin.
Ooh, he's going to be by the side judge over there. He's going to be a yard short. So it's going to be 4th and 1, Scott, and you got to think Coach Porter probably going to take a shot.
We're going to give him a yard on the play. We're going to 4th down and 1. Let's get behind that Bulldog defense.
Side of the field. Ball's at the 45. They need the 44 for a first down. So this is decision time, and Coach Bobo's signaling the play in.
We are under 2 minutes here in the first. 21-0 Bulldogs, but Red Devils big 4th down call right here. 4th and 1 on the Bulldog 45. I'm sure we're going to see a hard count. No, it's straight back. Martin. Oh, Martin. He's going to run with it. He's going to have it. Oh, he took a hit. But he got down to the 35-yard line.
He took a hit, but he also delivered a hit.
Tyler White.
There was a Quitman defender that ended up flat on his back, and another one drugged Jaden down on that run. But pocket collapsed on that, and Jaden made the decision to pull the ball down and run, and was able to pick up the first down and some extra yardage on top of that.
Scott, when he was scrambling right there, I don't know if you could I thought Matt Jones, former Arkansas quarterback, was running because that ball was being palmed like he did.
He was holding it away from his body, which makes me a little nervous. But
So 1st and 10, Red Devils now on the 35 of the Bulldogs. Hayden Duval going, and he's going to get a yard or two right there. They're going to give him a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. And that's 80. We don't have 84.
Looks like 84.
Maybe a yard, giving up 2nd and 9.
We do have a 34.
That is Kyler Locke. Tyler Locke.
Well, 84 just became Martin Lee 34.
Yeah.
2nd down and 9, and the clock is running under a minute here in the first. Martin has an empty backfield. He's got trips to the right. Drake Reinhardt is split to the left. Martin takes the snap. Dropping straight back. He's going to throw it back, but boy, he's got pressure coming, and he could not even get rid of it. They were all over Jaden Martin that time, and he couldn't get rid of it.
Yeah, free rusher coming from the left side of
Mr. Wright also on that tackle for the Bulldogs.
Nothing Jaden could do with the ball on that play. Just pull it down and take the sack.
That's an 11-yard loss on the play. Bring up 3rd down and long for the Red Devils.
So that is. Now that makes that 3rd and 20 right there. And that's going to bring it into the first quarter. It is Quitman Bulldogs 21, your Atkins Red Devils 0. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle. Back in 30. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Quitman, Arkansas. We get ready to start the second quarter play. It is 21-0 Bulldogs
Dog and Hunt and BLK
over your Atkins Red Devils.
South end zone.
Red Devils here at Quitman for the first time conference opponents, first time opponents in the regular season. Like we said, they did play. I did find out they did play a scrimmage like we did every year a few years ago. So.
Let's give all of the sponsors a round of applause for a beautiful facility.
Road trip tonight, and then next Friday we have our other road trip. We're going to Yellow Summit.
We'll swap hands.
Then we get a week off.
And that is odd
Red Devils
at the Bulldog 45-yard line.
But Coach Porter said when they drew straws, that was the week he got.
Yeah, and you know, after a long, grueling season, it probably is a good thing that you get that off week that late in the year.
3rd down and 20 now for the Red Devils. Martin. And it's a throwback, and that ball was batted. That ball was batted by number 32, Logan Love.
Pass ball is incomplete.
Because pass didn't even have no spin on it. It went knuckling straight down.
3rd down.
Yeah, again, 32, Logan Love is a free rusher. Nobody blocking on that side. Able to pick him up and came in, and Jaden was trying to float the ball over him, but he got his hands up and affected the pass, and it fell to the turf, incomplete.
So it will be 4th and 20 now for the Red Devils on the Bulldog 45. Here's the kick by, good kick by Jaden Martin. Tight spiral all the way down to the.
Martin's punt flies out of bounds.
Wow, I think he's getting a bad spot right here. He is getting a bad spot as they came all the way up to the 20-yard line. And Scott, from where we were standing at the top of the press box, I was going to say 10.
Yeah, I would have even given them the 15, the way the punt was angling, but certainly I thought it went much deeper than the 20, which is where they've marked it. That was a great punt by Jaden.
Yeah, that was just that's one of those that just makes us go, okay. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs on their own 20-yard line. Their quarterback shotgun formation. That's Nasir Donahue, and he's going to – he drops the football. He picks it up. And Jackson Phillips comes up, but great play there by Lucas Sims as he completed his pass to his man, Bryson Thacker, but Lucas Sims was right there.
Yeah, it would have been much better to just let that pass drop.
Lucas Sims
because that's a loss on the play. But, in the moment, you don't think about things like that. You're just thinking, pull this thing down and try to do something with it. But Red Devils catch a break there.
That's the difference in a grass field and a turf field, because that ball bounced straight back up.
You're right.
Here is Donahue, and he's going to keep it this time. And Scott, he may be. Oh, the Red Devils doing a pretty good job right there, contained him. And Jackson Phillips runs him out of bounds. I got a little scared right there because he had a lot of open side, but Jackson Phillips did a good job.
That's good enough for Quitman Bulldog. First down, he'll spot the ball at the Bulldog 35-yard line.
Second 16 on the 12-yard line. He's able to make a read there and pull the ball down and get it out to the 35 for first down.
Here's Donahue, and he's looking. Pressure's coming by the Red Devil D, but Donahue escapes, fires in the middle of the field. It's complete. Jackson Phillips brings him down on the Red Devil 40, but that's just the scrambling ability of Nasir Donahue, and Bryson Thacker was the receiver.
Donahue's pass going to be caught by number 8, Bryson Thacker. And that's good enough for another Quitman Bulldog.
Red Devil defensive line, and Donahue,
first down, spot the ball at the Red Devil 40.
Buy some time, and it's hard for our defensive backs to hold their coverage for that long, and he was able to find an open receiver.
Here's the jet around sweep to the left side, and he's going to cut all the way back to the middle of the field, and he's finally going to be run down by Jaden Martin and Lucas Sims.
Run around left side,
but that is Peyton Edwards on the jet sweep.
Atkins territory. He's going to spot the ball at the Red Devil
got away with a block in the back
8-yard
on this
line.
side. The Red
That's
Devils
good enough for another Quitman
there.
Bulldog.
I think it was Eli Baker who was
first down.
in position to make a play and got shoved from behind and got taken out of that one.
So here's the snap and the handoff, and good stop there by the Red Devil D.
Trevor Hensley.
On the carry, and that's going to be
Bandit does everything for the
Carter
Red Devils.
Cheek
Number 8,
on the
Jade
stop
Martin
for the Red Devils.
62 along with the help, Carter Cheek.
Along with Connor Norman. So it will be second down and 8 for the Bulldogs. Donahue waiting for the snap, dropping straight back. He's got plenty of time, fires in the middle of the field, and it is going to be touchdown Bulldogs as he hits Thacker in the middle of the field. Thacker goes in 26 yards out.
I think that was actually Locke. Number 6.
Okay.
6 and 8 look so similar in these jerseys, and the way the jerseys kind of ride up, and those numbers look very similar.
26-yard pass play from Donahue to Locke. It is now 27-0, and here's the extra point. And it is good.
Kick is good.
28-0. With that, we'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle. Back All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Quitman, Arkansas. 9:45 left in the first half. And the Bulldogs have got on the scoreboard again here in the first half, making it 28-0 on a 26-yard pass play from Donahue to Locke. Extra point is good. And here's the kickoff, and it's going to be to Jackson Phillips. And Phillips is like, okay. He's going to go down the right sideline and get out of bounds about the 38-yard line.
He's going to be brought down by number 8, Bryson Thacker.
Thacker makes the stop. Wind is picking up here now. .938 left here in the first half. We've seen glimpses on the last couple of drives and stuff, plays and stuff, but then something comes up and just bites us. We just need to keep having some positive plays. And here's handoff to Duval. And Duval's going to get some positive yards right there, keeps the legs going, and he's going to get about 4 or 5 right there.
Handoff to number 25, Hayden Duval.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to have close to 5, so
Kyle Yingling and
second 5 or 6.
Tyler White on the tackle.
You know, the offensive line's doing a pretty good job here blocking here in the first half. Jaden's had some good runs. Duval has.
Ball at the Red Devil.
I mean, it's Carter Cheek, J.J. Cunningham, Colin Brown, Landon Seaton. And Connor Norman. Here's the snap. Martin's got a big hole. He's got the first down. And just as soon as I sit here and compliment the offensive line, they did a great job right there. Martin was able to get across midfield.
44-yard line.
Yeah, it's a good run there. And Austin McCurry is in at center. And so he was part of that offensive line.
Peyton Edwards on the tackle,
opening up that gap for Jaden Martin to run through. So that puts the Red Devils across the 50 on Quitman's side of the field.
Martin tries the hard count, and hey, we got one.
Penalty flag on the plate. Encroachment on the defense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. First down to spot the ball at the Bulldog 39-yard line.
Quitman coach was trying to plead his case that one of our offensive linemen may have induced his defense to jump off sides, but they got away with one earlier, and that time they got caught with it. So that'll give the Red Devils 5 free yards. That'll put the ball inside the 40-yard line.
So it will be 1st and 5 now for the Red Devils. Martin takes a snap. And he's going to lose a yard right there, Scott.
Yeah, tried to go to that left side and just nothing there.
Tyler White leading the tackle for the Bulldogs. Toronto with the help
I think the
on that tackle also.
Coaching staff had seen enough of our quarterback and our running back going straight up the gut and picking up first downs. And that time they squeezed some people in and plugged the gap up.
So it will be 2nd down and 5 for the Red Devils. Martin fires out, and it's going to go incomplete as it goes over Lucas Sims' head, and it'll be 3rd and 5.
Looks like Bryson Thacker on the coverage for the Bulldogs.
Pass was a little tall for Lucas there, just not able to bring it down.
So it will be they make it 3rd and 6 now. 7:18 left here in the first half. Red Devils have the ball on the 40-yard line of the Quitman Bulldogs. Empty backfield for Martin. Martin rolls out to the left, fires out in the flat, complete. Nice pitch and catch right there. Sliding catch by Drake Reinhardt.
Martin.
Yeah, good catch by Reinhardt. Able to pick up the first
Number
down
6,
there.
Drake Reinhardt. He's being tackled by Ethan Milan, but that's good enough for a Red Devil. First down. Spot the ball at the Bulldog 3-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils on the Bulldog 30. And Scott, here's one of those drives again. We've got things rolling. Trips to the right. Hand off Duval. Duval going over the right side. Duval's going to be close. He's going to have the first down. Should have it.
Brought down by
He does have the first down. Picked up about 12 there on that run.
And
Haynes,
so Coach Mars wants a timeout. And with that, we'll take a break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on the Eagle 99.3 back in 30. All right, Red Devil fans, back here in Quitman, Arkansas. It is 28-0 Bulldogs over the Red Devils. 6:41 left here in the first half. Well, Scott, we are looking at 1st and 10 on the Bulldog 18-yard line. And, you know, we started out this drive talking about the offensive line doing a great job here, and it is some great run blocking going on right now.
Yeah, the Red Devils able to pick up chunks of yardage on the ground. That's what's been the key to this drive, and now the Red Devils need to finish this and put 6 points up on the board.
Martin has Duval in the backfield with him. Handoff, Duval going up the middle. Duval may get a couple right there.
Initially had a little room on that right side, but the hole closed up quickly. He was able to pick up a yard or two.
So they're going to give him a yard, make it 2nd and 19.
2nd and 9.
Second and 19 on the 17. Martin has Duval in the backfield with him, trips to the right. And he's looking to the right. Now he fires. Now he's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Jaden Martin back to pass. He's going to be brought down by number 72, Daniel Torres. 32, Logan
Daniel
Love.
Torres makes the stop, and we're getting sacks at the worst moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the play. Then we're going to 3rd down and long for the Red Devils.
Yeah, it turns into a 3rd and long situation, and the Red Devils had been moving the ball well and had it deep into Quitman territory, and you know the drive's not over, but that certainly makes it a little more difficult to keep it going.
3rd and 17 now for the Red Devils. And Coach Porter wants to talk about it on this 3rd down 17. With that, we will take a 30-second break. Red Devils trail 28-0. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Quitman, Arkansas, Centennial Bank Field. It is 28-0 Bulldogs over the Red Devils. Red Devils have a good drive going here, but they just took a sack on a 2nd down and 10, and it's now 3rd and 17. And Scott, we've seen this drive has been a good one. The drive previous was a good one, and a sack knocked us out of that one. So hopefully right here we can get, what do you say, half back and then get you a 4th down play.
Yeah, you have 2 plays on this one to get the 17 yards you need for a 1st down.
Martin takes the snap, dropping straight back. Now he fires out in the flat. He's got a man. That's Phillips, Landon Phillips. But, boy, the Bulldogs did a great job reading that.
Yeah, that's number 34.
Tyler White on the tackle.
White, who just stayed home. He stayed where he was supposed to. Good assignment defense, good discipline there. And what initially looked like it was a good setup ends up being really no gain.
Looked like Phillips had a lot of green over there, but
yeah, just one person to beat, and that was Light, and he was able to stick with him and make the tackle.
So you're looking at 4th and 16 right now. 4.5 left here, clock running, and you got to think where you're at on the field. Coach Porter's going to go for it, and he is. Martin rolling to the right. He's got pressure coming. They're coming full steam, but Martin fires. It is complete. Oh, no. I thought Lucas had it right there. Sims. And Sims slow to get up.
Either byline coverage for the Bulldogs. Turnover right now.
And Hayden Duval goes over there to
help
help
him. Bulldog defense.
So it will go over to the Bulldogs. It looked like from where we were saying that Lucas had his hands on it, but he had 2 defenders on him.
Yeah, Lucas got his hands on it, and for a second it looked like he was going to be able to bring it down, but there were two Quitman defenders right there on it, and they were able to jar the ball loose and fell for an incompletion. So the ball goes over on
their own 24-yard line.
So here's the handoff. Hensley.
Trevor Hensley on the carry.
And that's Dawson Killer along with Connor Norman on the stop.
The Red Devils.
It will be second down and
Still being
10.
at the play,
Okay.
second down.
We apologize, fans, as we are on top of the press box. The wind is blowing if you hear it in our headset. Here's Hensley again, and
Trevor Hensley on the carry.
Goes over the left side.
Sebastian Bartlett. And
Sebastian Bartlett along with Connor Norman on the stop.
Good job by the Red Devil defense to just string that one out.
Gain of 5 yards, going up third down and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Scott, you just got this feeling that they kind of bait you with a couple of plays, and then Donahue's going to try to strike. And here he goes, dropping back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He fires out into the flat. It is complete. They're going to have the first down. That's Thacker. And Thacker is juking and jiving across midfield before he's finally brought down by Reinhardt.
He's going to run down to Atkins territory. They're going to spot.
But it's going to be first and 10 Bulldogs
Looks
on
like
the Red Devil 48-yard line.
47. That's good enough for a Quitman Bulldog. First down Bulldogs. Reinhardt on the tackle.
Donahue, he fakes it this time, and he's going to keep it over the right side. Donahue's got the first down, and he is cutting back, still dancing. And
keeping number 5 this here, Donahue in the end zone for a touchdown.
You don't have any words to describe that.
No, it's just great individual effort by number 5 this here, Donahue, for Quitman.
48 yards.
Slipped a couple of tackles, went to the sideline, looked like he was going to step out of bounds, cut it back inside, broke a couple of more tackles, and then he was able to turn on the jets and finish with the touchdown.
Scott, we didn't talk about it here in the pregame, but what me and you have learned over the week, interesting fact about him. Well, first of all, the extra point is good.
Just over the crossbar.
He is the reigning 2A state champion in the 100 meters.
Your score, 2:43 left to go.
But they're not 2A no more.
35.
No. But if you're not familiar with what that means in track terms, that means simply he is fast.
He is fast.
One of the fastest kids in the state.
But we're going to keep it right here on this with 2:43 left. And, that was just a 48-yard run, and you think he's going around the right side. And then as an announcer, you don't have the words to describe how it finished up.
Yeah, because like we said initially, it looked like he was going to go out of bounds. They're about the 25-yard line, maybe about the 20, and he cut back inside and broke a couple of tackles and just has the speed. And we talked about it last week.
For the Bulldogs,
they had a couple of guys who, as you said, just seem to have an extra gear. And when they hit that gear, there's nobody who can catch them in a Red Devil uniform, and that's the way it is with number 5, Nasir Donahue.
So it is teed up now, and 2:43 left, 35-0. And here's the kick. Jackson Phillips is going to take it on about the 14, and Phillips is going to get about the 30-yard line where they're going to mark it.
For the Bulldogs. They help some of friends.
So it'll be first and 10 Red Devils, 2:35 left here in the first half.
Red Devil 30-yard line.
So, Scott, we can, looking at this first half, we've seen 3 good drives that have had something go wrong.
Yeah, a couple were ended by some long, some deep sacks, and then one with the interception return for a touchdown.
So here's the handoff, to Duval, and Duval's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage.
That's number 52, Chris Dorado.
Tackle for a loss.
loss of about 1 will make it 2nd and 11. Fans, we'd like to invite you to stick around and watch halftime. We'll be bringing you the sights and sounds of the Atkins Marching
2nd
Band.
and 11.
Under the direction of the one and only John Ferry. Shotgun formation for Jaden Martin. Dropping to the right side there. Left side, fires. Wow. It was in the hands of Drake Reinhardt, but boy, Reinhardt took a pop right when he caught it.
Yeah, number 7, Keelan Light, timed that one up perfectly. As soon as the ball hit Drake Reinhardt's hands, he hit Drake Reinhardt's back, and no chance of bringing that one in.
Big play by the defense.
So 3rd and 11 now for the Red Devils.
And we got
1.5
3rd down and
left
11
here.
for the Red Devils.
Drake ran a good route, was posted up right there about the 41, just past the line to gain. And the ball was on him, but just better defense by Quitman.
Martin takes the snap, dropping straight back, fires, and here comes that
Pass complete to number 80.
screen, and Sims makes the catch, but he's going to lose about 3 yards, and once again that goes
Bryson Thacker on the tackle for the Bulldogs for a loss.
back to
Fourth
should have
down
catched
and
it or just
long.
let it go.
Yeah, and it's just read really well by the Quitman defense. Bryson Thacker saw that one all the way and stayed with Lucas, and as soon as Lucas brought the ball in on that little screen, tried to bring it back to the middle, Bryson Thacker brought him down.
So it will be 4th down and 11. Under a minute left here in the first half. And here's the kick by Martin. Good one, nobody deep, and going to take one good bounce, and then it's going to die.
Dead at the Bulldog 36-yard line.
On the
Bulldogs will take over.
36-yard
Let's hear from
line,
that Bulldog defense.
Bulldogs will start out 1st and 10, 48 seconds.
Great job, boys.
It was a good punt there by Jaden. He was standing on inside the 20 and able to leg it all the way down to the Quitman 35. 36 is where they'll mark it. So, like you said, it took one good hop, and I thought for a minute it was going to take a Red Devil roll, and it just checked up and died right there at the 36. So that's where Quitman will start this drive.
And Donahue is not in at quarterback. As they've changed quarterbacks, that is number 11. And here's the handoff.
Kyle Yingling on the carry for the Bulldogs.
Ethan Milam is the new quarterback.
Connor Norman, number 70 for the Red Devils on the tackle.
And that was number 24, Kyle Yingling.
Game 6 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4.
So we are down to 20 seconds left here in the first half.
I think Quitman's just going to let the time expire. No, the play clock and the
they're right together.
game clock are in sync.
Yeah. I think Coach Mars is, going to say.
He's going to go to the half with a 35-0 lead.
All right, Red Devil fans, that's going to bring it in to the first half. Your score,
Quitman
35, Red Devils 0.
Your score,
we're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Red Devil football on 99.3. All right, Red Devil fans, we are back here at Quitman. It's halftime. Red Devils trailing 35-0. And while the Red Devil band makes their way onto the field, we'll just recap what we saw here in the first half, Scott. And it's what we were told to expect. It is the Nasir Donahue show.
Yeah, he's fast and makes good decisions with the ball. We've seen him several times put it in the belly of a running back, and he always seems to make the right read. When the play is there, he lets the running back take it for positive yardage. When it's not, he pulls it down and finds a seam, and once he gets a little bit of room, he is dangerous. He's hard to catch.
But Scott, we saw so much out of the Red Devil offense at times here in the first half. We saw, at least what we counted 3 really decent drives that ended with us something going wrong. The interception, and then 2 of them had 2 big costly sacks.
Yeah, you take a long sack like that, and you go from what was a pretty manageable second down and probably would have been a little easier to make third down, and you put yourself in a 3rd and long situation, and it's hard to, even when you have 2
Please
plays,
welcome
even
to the
when we're
field
deep
a
into
band of
Quitman
tradition and
territory,
Red
you
Devil
think you got 2
pride,
plays
the
to make
Atkins
yardage.
High School band.
It's just hard to overcome those losses, those big sacks. And then you mentioned the interception.
The band is under
Red
the
Devils
direction of John
that was
Farron
the
and
deepest we've
Kristen
been in
Riley,
Quitman
and our major
territory, and
instructor
that
is Megan
interception
Sisko.
that ball was picked off
Our
at the 8-yard line and
2022
returned
show is
92
titled
yards for a
Michael
touchdown
Jackson,
to
the
kill
King
that
of
drive.
Pop.
So the Red
Our
Devils are
songs
moving
are
the ball,
Bad,
but just
Man in the Mirror,
got a
and
few
I
bad
Want You
breaks.
Back. Drum Major, is your band
All
ready
right,
for
Red Devil
performance?
fans and everybody out there in radio land listening, we're going to give you sights and sounds
You
of
may
the
begin
Atkins
your
Red Devil
performance.
Marching Band. Hope you enjoy.
Another round of applause for the Atkins High School Band.
All right, Red Devil fans, that is the Atkins High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. John Farron and
ladies and gentlemen, give that band a big hand.
Band director Kristen Riley, and I know we say it every time we can when we get to show and listen to them. They do a tremendous job, and very, very proud of the Atkins Band. Well, we are going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back and get you ready for second half action here in Quitman. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle. Back in 3 minutes. All right, Red Devil fans, we are back here at Quitman. It's halftime. It's 35-0 Bulldogs over the Red Devils as the Quitman Marching Band is out on the field right now. And just to talk, let's what we do like to do every game at halftime, talk about the sports that's going on in Atkins outside of football. The big thing right now is volleyball starting district next week. Congratulations. We have to give congratulations, big shout out to Coach Tracy Brown and the Lady Red Devil volleyball team. A perfect conference season, and they did not lose one set the whole year. That's something.
That's an incredible thing. So not only did they go undefeated in their matches, but they did not drop a single set all season long, which is just an amazing stat. But kudos to Coach Tracy Brown and to all of those volleyball players. They do a great job, and like you said, they'll be starting conference play Tuesday.
District.
Or district, yeah.
District tournament.
District tournament.
Yep.
That's right. That's what I meant.
And it's going to be in Harding Academy over in Searcy. And when I talked to Coach Brown last week at halftime, it's kind of an advantage there. First of all, you're going to play district there, but the 3A state tournament's going to be there. So you qualify for the state tournament, you've got a feel for that court.
Yeah, you got some experience playing on that court, so you're not going to a new setting and new surroundings, and that's always a big thing when you're playing inside, you know.
Right.
You used to play some basketball, Shane, and you know when you go to somebody else's gym and it's the first time you play in that place, it takes a while to get the feel for the environment, and so that will be an advantage for the Lady Red Devils if they're able to qualify for state, and we certainly hope and believe that they will. They'll have that working in their favor.
So, Coach Tracy Brown, Coach Randy K. Mazar, we are wishing you all the best of luck this coming week. We don't want to stop. Hope you have to stay in Searcy for the next 2 weeks. But Red Devil fans, show your support for the Lady Red Devil volleyball team, as they have done a remarkable job this year. Great senior class. And they're going to go for it all over the next 2 weeks, and we wish them the best. Also, recapping Red Devil Sports Junior High, big win last night over Quitman to go to 6-2. They've got one more ball game left, and going to try to hit that 7-2 mark and have a outstanding year in junior high football.
Yeah, and we've seen some really good things from the junior high Red Devil football program, and there is a lot to be excited about in the future of Atkins Red Devil football. A lot of talent on this junior high team, a lot of talent on the 7th grade team, and these guys will have a chance to get some maturity, gain a little more experience, and be able to help out the senior high squad. It's been a little difficult this year, numbers being down, but we've got reinforcements on the way. So good days are ahead for Red Devil football.
And also talk to Coach Luke McAnulty, who is a man of many positions in the basketball, and he hit on the basketball last Friday night at halftime. We were talking, and it kicks off November 7th, 8th, around that area, and he's excited. Senior girls they go up on the round of 10th to Lamar to play in the Classic. Junior high will get rolling, and expecting big things in the basketball this year.
Yeah, junior high starts the season November 7th at Sacred Heart.
Let's give another round of applause for our Quitman Bulldog band.
7th grade, both 7th grade girls and boys, and junior high girls and boys will play that night to kick off the basketball season. That's right around the corner.
All right, we have about 2.5 left here at the half. We will take another 3-minute break and should be ready to roll with second half action when we come back. You are listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle. All right, Red Devil fans, back here in Quitman, Arkansas, as both teams are making their way back out. It is 35-0 Bulldogs over the Red Devils here. Next week, Scott, we take that long journey. We go up to Yaleville Summit, a place that we haven't been in a while. Probably, if I was correct, somebody told me it's been the late 90s.
Yeah, I know we played there in the early to mid-90s, and I don't know when it was last that the Red Devils were there, but like I said, we're making that trip again up the Oval Summit. They will come to Atkins next season. If anybody's ever driven up there, that's not an easy trip to make. So.
No.
And we have a lot of those in this conference.
But that's what we've dealt with this year in this conference. And when I was talking to Dr. Edgen, the superintendent at Atkins, over halftime at the homecoming game, we hit on the fact of you can be very proud of our student athletes, how they have handled the travel and the wear and tear of this conference. They really took on it like champs.
Yeah, and this year the junior high team has kind of borne the brunt of those long road trips. 7th grade junior high have traveled to Melbourne, Salem. They did that back-to-back weeks and then went to Newport. Senior high team is here at Quitman tonight. Obviously, next week we'll go to Yellville Summit. Perryville has been our close road trip, but that's really the closest one we have. And next year, the schedules will flip-flop. The junior high will have Newport and Salem and Newport, Salem, and Melbourne at home, and the senior high will have to travel and make those long road trips. So that's just the hand we've been dealt as far as the conference alignments go. And the student athletes have done a good job managing that this year, and the senior high will have their go at it next season. So just one of those things. When they realign the conferences, you really don't get a choice in the matter. You play who you're aligned with, and that's what the Red Devils have done this year.
Real quick, while we've got a moment here at the half, we haven't got to talk about all the sponsors this year that's made this possible to bring Red Devil sports to you. First of all, the people that have become sponsors for our radio broadcast in Atkins and in Russellville.
Awesome job.
I mean, there's so many of you. As you hear our promo going into kickoff and stuff, we can't thank you enough to be able to bring Red Devil Sports, EAB Sports, River Valley Radio, Richard Nichols, Aaron Thomas, Johnny Story. We can't thank them enough for letting Atkins get back on the radio and, bringing you Red Devil Sports. Cannot thank the Red Devil Foundation enough for donating
Red Devil Marching Band and
the live stream equipment that we can also show you the game. So, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts to be able.
Awesome
I know from
Let's
speaking for Scott,
fans, Quitman and
we think this is just a great opportunity, and it is an honor to be able to bring Red
secondary
Devil
shout out.
Yeah, it is. And for those of you listening on the radio,
to all the cheerleaders, Bulldogs, and Atkins cheerleaders.
When you hear all of the
thank you for all you do for the boys
broadcast, and when you
and
hear
our
the
crowd.
commercials air during the timeouts and the breaks in the action, just pay attention to that and give your business to those companies, those individuals who are advertising and bringing you Red Devil sports on 99.3 The Eagle. That's the best way that you can contribute
Appreciate
to
their
keeping
support
Red
and all
Devil
the sports
sports
their
on the air.
children have been involved in.
Well, we are ready to go with second half action here, as it will be Red Devils will kick off, and it will be Bulldogs receiving here to start the third quarter of play. And I've been waiting all game to say it and finally get to see him out on the field. It's America's favorite kicker, J.J. Cunningham.
And J.J.'s got a little pressure on him because we've seen Quitman's kicker
Back deep for the Bulldogs,
bury
number 2,
Atkins
Trace
deep
Griner.
a couple of times. So let's see what J.J. can do.
Teeing up for the
All right,
Devils,
J.J. is ready to go, and he's waiting for the official signal, and we are ready to start third quarter play. And J.J.'s going to do the onside kick, and it goes straight
Onside
to
kick, covered
the
by the
front
Bulldogs.
line of the Bulldogs, and it is fielded, and that is number
It'll
28,
be number 28,
Eli Hartman
Hartman.
on the recovery.
Fielding the ball.
So Coach Porter thought, we'll see if we can get him asleep right there.
The first down Bulldogs at their own 48-yard line.
So 1st and 10, Bulldogs on their own 48.
Not a bad idea to start the second half that way. Give yourself a chance to like you said, catch them sleeping, coming out of the half there, and maybe get a possession inside their territory. But unfortunately, the ball went right to one of Quitman's players, and they alertly jumped on it, and they'll start the drive at the 48.
All right, here's the snap, and it's going to be a handoff, and he's going to be brought down from the backside by Dawson Killer. Good job by Killer to come from the backside, and he's going to pull down Eli Hartman right there. After a gain of about
3 yards,
three, making second and 7.
Number 5, Landon Phillips. And number 28, Dawson Killer. Second down, Bulldogs.
So it will be second and 7. And it's going to be a handoff to Hartman again.
Hartman on the carry.
And Carter Cheek and Landon Phillips on the stop.
Landon Phillips and Carter Cheek on the tackle. Gain of a couple, going to bring him third down and 3.
So it will be 3rd and 3 now for the Bulldogs on the Red Devil 45.
And Quitman's starting quarterback, Nasir Donahue, is over here without a helmet, so I don't expect we'll see him at all in the second half.
And here's Hartman again. Hartman going over the right side. Hartman's going to have the first down as Hayden Duval came up and made the tackle. Lucas Sims helped him out, but if we've got 1st and 10, Bulldogs.
So that's good enough for Quitman Bulldog. First down.
That's the downside of attempting that onside kick there, Shane. You give Quitman a short field, and in just a few plays, they're inside the 40 on their first drive of the second half.
You have to think that Coach Porter was trying to steal an extra possession with, the situation here in the second half.
Sure, get his guys the ball and maybe make something happen on that first drive.
Here's snap, and it's a high one. It's a quarterback is going to pull it down and keep it as he faked the handoff. Milam on the keeper. And
no real gain on the play. Second down and 10.
Landon and Jackson.
Couple of Red Devils on the tackle.
Isaac Duval shot the gap and was in the backfield in a hurry. And Quitman's quarterback made the right read there, handing the ball off.
Milam, shotgun formation. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle, and boy, Hartman hit the pile as Connor Norman had everybody stood up right there, and Hartman hit the pile, but we've got
punches that are being thrown right now.
Yeah. So we're going to get this broken up, and we'll see who's.
That looked like number 62, Jeremiah Green, for Quitman. I couldn't tell who he was tied up with in a Red Devil jersey, but they were exchanging punches, which I've never understood that, Shane. I've seen it in high school and college and professional football. I don't know why you would throw a punch at a guy who's wearing a helmet.
No. And I'm sure both players are but I don't know who is our.
I don't know who was the Red Devil who was tied up there, but Braden Jones.
No.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, Atkins. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Quitman.
So we've got offsetting penalties.
And both of those players will be done for the night.
Well, we're going to get things reset.
Play resumes. Third down for the Bulldogs.
So Milam Now we're ready to go, 3rd and 5. Milam hands it off, and that's Dawson Killer on the stop with Bartlett. And he hands it off to Hartman.
Killer, with a little help from his friends.
Killer, Norman, and Bartlett on the play, and it will be 4th down and about 5.
4th down.
Good job by the Red Devil defense, just swarming to the ball and holding on there. We've seen several times the Quitman ball carriers have been stood up, and we saw it on this drive, stood up and then still able to wiggle out and get a few extra yards. That time, no such luck for them as the Red Devils were able to hold them for a minimal gain.
So we're under 8 minutes left here in the 3rd, and here's this handoff, and Scott, I thought we had him stopped, but I think he's going to push forward for the 1st down.
That's what I was just talking about. You know, you have him stop short of the line to gain, and then just keeps those legs turning. And
that's good enough for a Quitman Bulldog.
Fall forward and get enough for the 1st down.
Reinhardt and Killer on the tackle.
Killer makes the stop along with Reinhardt. We've got Isaac Duval shaking up.
Timeout, injury on the field.
So it looks like Duval's going to be okay, is heading to the sideline.
Give that player a round of applause.
But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
1st down Bulldogs at the Red Devil 27-yard line.
1st and 10 on the Red Devil 27. Here's the snap, and it's a handoff to Hartman. Hartman's going to be thrown down there by Connor Norman.
By number 17, Connor Norman.
Blowing through.
Awesome. 4.
Blocker in front of him, and
2nd down and 14 for the Bulldogs.
Side able to drag down the Quitman ball carrier for a loss there on 1st down.
So it will be 2nd and 14. For the Bulldogs. Ball is on the Red Devil 31. Here's the snap, and it's going to be Hartman again, and Hartman is going to have Hayden Duval on the play, and then a bunch of other Red Devils come in.
Couple players.
Looks like
he's going to gain back 2 of those yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 12 for the Bulldogs.
Carter Cheek along with Austin McCurry on the stop.
Yeah, Austin came in there for Isaac Duval, who was injured on the last play. Immediately gets in on the 1st tackle.
So we are nearing the 5-minute mark here in the 3rd, 35-0. Bulldogs over your Red Devils. Milam, shotgun formation. Hartman's in the backfield with him.
Got a whistle.
Delay of game.
Penalty flag.
I heard a whistle. I didn't see a flag came from the back judge who was watching the play clock.
Delay of game against the offense. Be a 5-yard penalty. Still
so
third down.
It's going to back him up, make it 3rd and 17.
Big play here for the Red Devil defense.
Here's a snap to Milam. Milam rolling out to the left. Milam looking, fires into the flat. It is complete.
Milam's pass complete to number 4, Oakley Smith.
It is complete to Oakley Smith. Good job by Milam on his rollout.
He's finally going to be brought down at the Red Devil 14-yard line. That's good enough for a Quitman Bulldog.
Smith was covered, pretty good right there, but Milam just led him enough so he, the defender couldn't get out there.
Yeah, and that's not an easy throw to make when you're rolling out like that and on the run, and he just delivered a perfect ball there.
Here's Hartman on the handoff, and right there, Bartlett comes in. Bartlett gets him low, and then Jackson Phillips along with Connor Norman, finish it up.
Going to lose 2 yards. Second and 12 for the
all over
Bulldogs.
the place in this drive for
It's
the
been
Red
one
Devil defense.
probably
Well,
been his best
17.
defensive game we've seen this year.
Yeah, he's really
16.
the second half, especially on this drive. He's been in on a lot of plays.
We're getting close to the 3-minute mark here in the third. Here's the snap. Milam, quarterback keeper, and
Milam,
there's
of
our
course,
man.
quarterback
The guy
keeper.
again,
Connor Norman.
Big number 70, Connor Norman on the tackle for the Red Devils. No gain on
Doing
the
a
play.
great job here in
Bring
the
up third
second
down.
half.
Hayden Duval also in on that stop.
It will be 3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs. It's the lights. Here's the handoff. Hartman going over to the left side. Hartman going to be tripped up there by Logan. No,
Hartman
that's
on the
Eli Baker.
Around the
Eli
left side,
Baker.
going to be brought down by number 81, Eli Barker.
Eli Baker on the stop, and he'll make it 4th and about 5.
Gain of 7. Could bring 4th down
We're going to see a field goal.
and 4
They're going to
from the
attempt
9.
one.
So the ball is on the 9-yard line, and if I do my math right, 26-yard attempt. Pretty quick math right there, wasn't it?
Not bad for a play-by-play guy.
Here's the kick. It is.
The kick is up.
It's
Kick
good.
is good.
That is Madison.
26
Harnick
yards
with the
for
26-yard
Madison
field goal.
Harnick.
Oh, and there's the lights. I'm just glad, Scott, they don't have music going with those lights. It'd really be bad up here.
Yeah, especially us standing right next to this giant speaker.
So 1:18, well, running clock here. I can't tell you the actual time now. It's still going. It's 38-0 though. Bulldogs leading the Red Devils. So you're going to get your chance now. You're going to get the ball, and I know what we'd like to see is that one good positive drive. We've had some positive drives. They just ended up with us shooting ourselves in the foot, or
Yeah, and you have to give a lot of credit to the Quitman defense too.
The
They've
Red
made
Devils,
plays
number
when they needed to
25,
make
Hayden
plays
Duval.
to put the Red Devils in.
Cleaning up for the
difficult
Bulldogs,
situations
number
on those
14,
drives.
Madison
They've
Harnick.
halted the drives. It's not been that the Red Devils have just made, bonehead mistakes that have stopped themselves. Quitman has had a lot to do with that.
Right.
But you want to see the Red Devils finish a drive and put points on the board. We've seen that throughout the season. The second half, they've played well and been able to move the ball. And we've moved it tonight, just haven't been able to find the end zone yet.
So here's the kick by Harnick, and it's going to go to Bozak. Oh, I thought Bozak had a hole right there for a second.
Ball's going to be fielded by
Nice return by
number
Logan
88,
Bozak.
Logan Buzik, but he's going to be brought down abruptly
So it'll be 1st and 10 for
by
the Red
number
Devils
40.
on about
You guessed it, Michael McThorne on the tackle.
3-yard line. Bozak, hit that afterburner right there, saw a little hole, but that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Your score is 38-0. Bulldogs over the Red Devils. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3. The All right, Red Devil fans, we are back in Quitman as we get ready to start the fourth quarter of play here. It will be Red Devil ball on the 43-yard line. Mark Shotgun formation. And here's the handoff, Duval. Duval gets across midfield. Good run by Hayden Duval. And that is Eli Hartman on the stop.
Eli Hartman on the tackle for the Bulldogs. Gain of 8 yards and bring up second on 2.
So Red Devils 2nd and 2 on the Bulldogs 49-yard line.
Shane, we've seen that in the previous drives, the holes up the middle for the quarterback and the running back for the Red Devils. That offensive line is doing a good job of creating some space there for our runners to gain some yards. Hayden able to pick up 8 yards there on the first down.
And we've got a flag. We've got encroachment
Flag on the play.
on the Bulldog defense.
Encroachment on the defense. Could be a 5-yard penalty.
So that'll be a first down, the easy way.
First down for the Red Devils at the Bulldog 44-yard line.
First and 10 Red Devils on the Bulldog 44-yard line. Trailing 38-0. Here's the snap. Martin, quarterback keeper, and Martin is not, he's going to lose a yard right there as he got swung around.
He did a good job just to get what he got there. Loss of a yard, but it looked like initially he was going to be stopped about 3 yards in the backfield, and he was able just to spin around and
Sportsman on the tackle for the
pick up
Bulldogs.
a little bit of yardage.
Evan Johnson made the stop for the Bulldogs.
No gain on the play, second down.
And here's the handoff, Duval. Duval going over to the left side. Duval's got some room. He's got the first down. Duval across the 30, down to about the 28-yard line.
Duval on the carries.
Good run by Hayden Duval. And that is
before he gets the first down for the Red Devils, they're going to spot the ball at the Bulldog 29-yard line.
First and 10 Red Devils. Red Devils 1st and 10 on the Bulldog 29-yard line as we hit the 9-minute mark left in the game. Martin, empty backfield. Takes a snap. Rolling to the right, fires out to the right, complete to Dawson Killer. Killer makes the catch.
Martin's pass complete to Dawson Killer.
Pickup of about 4.
Couple of Bulldogs on the tackle.
Good play there on
Oakley Smith leading the charge for the Bulldogs on those tackles.
Nice catch by Dawson, able to turn and just get a yard or 2 after the catch.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for the Red Devils.
Did a good job looking that one in and getting positive yardage on first down.
So 2nd and 7. Martin takes a snap, hands off Duval. Duval going up the middle. Duval's found a hole to the right side. Duval 10-5. Touchdown, Red Devils. Duval goes in 26 yards out.
Touchdown, Red Devils.
I want to credit Carter Cheek with the pancake block there. The guy was lined up opposite him, ended up flat on his back, and Hayden ran right behind that.
We're not even ready. That's even more ready. Because they play out.
So the Red Devils will line up for a 2-point conversion. And Martin fires out into the flat, and it goes incomplete.
2-point conversion pass, ball is
Phillips.
incomplete. Your score was 7:30 to go in the game.
So
Your Quitman Bulldogs 38.
7.5 left in the game.
6.
It is now Bulldogs 38, Red Devils 6. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3. The All right, Red Devil fans, back here in Quitman, and Red Devils get on the board here in the fourth quarter on a 26-yard run by Hayden Duval. And like you said, Scott, Senior Carter Cheek, pancaked the kid.
Back for the Bulldogs, number 2, Trace Grinder.
Hayden made the cut right behind it.
Yeah, he just paved the way
Cunningham
for
teeing it up for the Red Devils.
Run and credit to Hayden. I mean, he had to do the work, but Carter certainly made that a little easier for him.
So now we've got Cunningham teed up. Cunningham, little blooper kick, and it's going to be fielded by the Bulldogs. And that is, if I get that correct,
onside kick's going to be recovered by number 54, Dakota Johnson.
On the receiving end. So it's 1st and 10 Bulldogs on the Red Devil 46-yard line. Once again, Red Devil fans, like to remind you, next week we will be traveling to the border, north
Scores
border,
from around
right there
conference.
to the Yellville Summit. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. You can hear the game on 99.3 The Eagle and see it on the ARD Sports Network. Milam is in shotgun formation for the Bulldogs. Hartman's in the backfield with him. And it's going to be handoff to Hartman. Hartman coming around the right side. Hartman's got a hole. And Hartman puts his head down, but I'm going to say he did run over Bozak, but Bozak held on and brought him down.
You guessed it, Eli Hartman. Going to carry it all the way down to the Red Devil 35-yard line.
Stick his nose in there and hold on and make the tackle.
Yeah, he took the hit, but he held on. And so we're down to about 4.5 left in the game, and it's 1st and 10 Bulldogs on the Red Devil 35-yard line.
Sidelines was found. If you're missing your phone, you can go up the press box and claim it. Eli Hartman on the carry.
So Hartman on the carry right there, and that's Jackson Phillips on the stop.
Phillips on the tackle. Loss of 3, 2nd down and 13.
Fans, we also invite you to stick around. After the game, we'll be announcing our Thrive Mortgage Player of the Game. Can't thank Jennifer Taylor and Thrive Mortgage enough for making that possible for us to bring you our Red Devil Player of the Game. And here's a high snap, but Milan gets it down and gets it to Grinder, and Grinder's going around the left side, and Grinder's going to be brought down by Dawson Killer.
Red Devil 26-yard line.
So it will be
3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1.
I think if we were home, our guy in the press box next to us, Shane Crawford, would say that's 3rd and 0. It's pretty close.
It is. Milam takes the snap. Hartman coming around the right side. Jackson Phillips, great job, comes up, holds containment, and brings him down.
Yeah, and I think that's he did not.
Hartman on the carry, good tackle by number 77, Colin Brown.
Not waiting for the ball carrier to come to
no
him.
gain on the play, 4th down.
And knowing the situation and making the tackle short of the line.
Get behind that Bulldog offense.
Down situation for Quitman.
Now, Crawford really like this one. It's 4th and 0.
It is 4th and 0. It's
yeah.
3rd and 0. And the Red Devils stopped him on the last play. See if we can do it again.
I know Shane's not listening to us because he's over there in the bleachers. Here's the snap. Hartman goes up the middle. Hartman's going to have the 1st down as Bozak
Hartman up the middle.
Goes low and holds on again.
He's going to get brought down about
along
the
with
Red Devils
McCurry.
16-yard line. That's good enough for Quitman Bulldog.
So that's a 1st down.
1st down.
You think he found it insulting about us saying 0?
Maybe.
So it will be 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs on the Red Devil 16-yard line with under 2 minutes left. The wind is really going strong now up here. And Milam is going to take a knee as Coach DJ Mars, a very classy guy, program up here.
What just happened?
You know, we're under 2 minutes, and
Kneel down by the
it's kind of
Bulldogs.
like he's saying that's it, that's enough.
Yeah, just running the clock out here.
So we are going to go down to about the 1 minute mark here. As Milam takes a knee again. So Scott, the Red Devils will fall again here tonight in Quitman, but seeing more positives. Saw a lot more positive here in the first half.
You know, offense moved the ball pretty well at times, and were able to put some drives together, and they just stalled out at key times. And if you finish those drives, you know, it's a different situation. But going to fall here tonight by a 32-point margin, and
you know,
but there's a lot you can be
next
proud
week
of.
our Quitman Bulldogs travel to Perryville to take on the Mustangs.
All right, Red Devil fans.
And the
As the
Atkins
clock
Red Devils
winds
will head
down,
to
that
Yellville
is going to
Summit.
be the ball game
Both
here.
conference games.
Final score is going to be Quitman 38, your Atkins Red Devils 6.
Wish everybody
We're
a
going to take a
safe
1 minute break. We'll come back
travel
with
home.
the player of the game and
Your score,
wrap
end of the
this one
game.
up. You're listening to
Quitman
Red Devil
Bulldogs
Football
38.
on 99.3 The Eagle.
The Atkins Red Devils 6.